Down in the basement here. Thought I'd make a little video on what I've got. SSD booting. I have not gotten the PCI card to boot from these drives yet. I'm still using an adapter to IDE, which is frustrating, but I'll figure it out later. This is a T-Bird 1.2, 256 RAM, XP, and 9600 Pro. This guy here, I think, is a 5500 NVIDIA, if memory serves. And a P4. This one's a Celeron, and it's going to get a 5200 NVIDIA. That's an empty case right now. This is a 1.4 MacBook with 9200 Radeon. This guy here, and both these have SSDs, and all of these are SSD boot at this point. This one is a 700 megahertz iMac, which I cleaned up and got working again. I have a second one of these. I'm thinking about putting a modern system in. I'm just not sure what I'm doing with that yet. I'll open this one up in a second. This one is a 6360 with a G3 upgrade card and 9200 Radeon, 128 meg, I think. They don't work well together, but I'll figure that out later. I might just run the 9200 and not run the G3 card. It's a 160 megahertz PowerPC, if not. This is a 450 G4 that I'm probably going to overclock a little bit. It's also got an SSD with a actual SATA card in it, which I just got working. That was the one upstairs with a 4600 TI 4600 in it. And 768 RAM. This is doing 9 and 10.4. This one's doing 98176. This one, on the other hand, is doing 10.5.8, 10.4.11, and 9.2. It is a dual CPU, so I desoldered both CPU chips, dies, and I reballed new ones from China, the A variant, so you could clock them higher. I swapped out some of the voltage controller here. I don't know if you can see the bodged wiring or not really. The front side bus is overclocked to 122-ish. It's got a weird clock chip on it. It's bumping a little higher, but that's fine. 1 gig of RAM. It's not stable 1.5. I might buy some different RAM and try that later. It's got a SATA card in here, if you can see it down there, and it's got a 256 SSD stuffed, fuck it, somewhere. Added just a fan. And this is a ATI Radeon PC Edition Vivo. So it's flashed, instead of the X800, it is the X850 XTPE BIOS with upgraded cooler. And you have to desolder a couple resistors down here or put tape on the pins to make it run in 4x instead of 8x mode, because Apple, in their great wisdom, has 24 volts of fucking power on the 8x AGP data lanes. Love it, Apple. But yeah, this one is, the CPUs are clocked at 1.67. $100 daughter card, about 20 bucks in new CPUs. I also doubled the cache and then rewrote the firmware on this. Some other people had already started rewriting it. I just had to modify. Flashed all that on. So this is the dual 1.67 now. And it plays Doom 3 at about 55 FPS, 1280 by 1024, which back in the day was unheard of. And we have one more system upstairs, which I suppose I got to go up there for that one. Figured I'd give her a tour of this here too. This is 9750. It's direct die cooling, so it's delidded, liquid metal on everything. 3080 Ti, and behind it is a couple Gen 5 NVMe's. And the RAM is 48 gigs, running down at CL28, 6400. That took me a week to get stable. And then I've got dual 10 gig networking going from this to the server. Oh, I forgot about that. Live in a small town, so I DIY'd this, just some cheap aluminum. Patch panel, UPS. This is a Zyxel, whatever. 2.5, 10 gig SFP, PoE switch. My little router, which I'm going to be replacing soon with something bigger and a bit more powerful. Thinking about an N150. But this is a SAS3 SSD array, a couple of VDEVs worth of 14 terabyte SAS drives. We have 2 terabyte U.2 cache, Optane slog, running TrueNAS Community Edition. We've got a couple of controllers for SAS and HBAs. This is a i7 with 128 gigs of DDR4, running dual 10 gig networking with 2.5 failover. And my Ethernet, or my internet is 2 gigabit out to the cloud. We're not fully symmetrical yet. Hopefully that upgrade comes soon. This is the one I'm thinking about tearing apart in order to put a modern system in. We'll see what I end up getting put up there. But the streaming PC, I got a whole bunch of these 3060s broken, and I just fixed them all. They were like 20 bucks a piece. But this here is a 6300 case. I'm not going to pull it all apart right now, but it's running 10.4, 10.5, and OS 9. It is a G4 board. I bandsawed bits off, folded it in on itself, put ribbons on, desoldered all the I/O, built a whole new back panel for it, USB support, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, Blu-ray drive in here, and yeah, a little sleeper. It's got a TI 4600 and an 8500 you can interchange for the graphics, and it is a 1.4 G4 with 1.5 gigs of RAM, also overclocked bus on this, and a few random side cards and drives, various things. Oh, that upgrade card from Japan does not play well with the 9200, so I got to figure that out. But oh, also have the full Mac joystick, Apple TV, all of that. Yeah.